Today I'm going to talk about brother harmonies. Now, previously I talked about the really tight three-part harmonies where the tenor is always the third above and the baritone is always the fifth below. Brother harmonies provide an opportunity with just two people singing to really vary that. So the tenor can be, well, the person singing above can be an octave and then all of a sudden switch to high baritone, and then there's a passing note, and from that high baritone he can go from high baritone do and then be just the tenor again above it, and it creates really interesting vocal sometimes dissonance, and then it resolves. And the example that I'm going to use is When I Stopped Dreaming by the Louvin Brothers. Brother harmonies were really popular in the 30s, kind of pre-bluegrass. And Charlie Monroe was Bill Monroe's brother, and they used to have a brother harmony group. So a lot of the harmonies that that Bill Monroe adapted into bluegrass, especially for just two people singing duets, was based on this. Now, the example I'm going to use is the Louvin Brothers, When I Stopped Dreaming. The Louvin Brothers did some phenomenal stuff, and I'll hopefully explain it here. So, When I Stopped Dreaming. 1, 2, 3, 1. When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you. Okay, I'm going to do the tenor as if I'm tracking it normally, and I'm going to stack another third baritone below it. And so I'll do it as tight as I can here and get it as close.
When I stop breathing. 1, 2, 3, 1.
When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you. Not perfect, but you'll get the idea. So let's listen to that. We'll play it back to get an idea. And as I said, we're tracking. Third above it the whole way through.
2, 3, 1.
When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you. So this is just an example of what the Louvin Brothers would do in something like this. So at the beginning, when he parks on the same note. So the lead is doing when the harmony is doing when doesn't change that whole way through. When I stop, same chord, and then the lead is going when I stop dreaming. He's going down. The lead is going high. I stop dreaming. So on that dream, it's like an octave above instead of being a third or even a baritone above. And then it goes back down. Dreaming. Then he drops down. That's when I'll stop loving you. And the end is really, really nice and an example of dissonance. When I stop loving you. That's the harmony. The lead is going, it's when I'll stop loving you. Because it's in D. Right? That's the lead. This is the harmony. So together it goes. And that's the dissonant note, right there. So it goes. But what it does is it resolves to this, which is a lead with a tenor above it. Now let's see if I can sing it properly. and bring that, and I'll show you just how that separating high and then coming back to it, creating that dissonance, doing passing notes creates a really, really nice tension and then resolve.
So when I stop breathing,
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 1. When I
just recorded on the wrong track. Let me undo recording because I might want to be able to compare. There we go.
So when I stop breathing, 1, 2, 3, 1. When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you.
Messed it up. Try again. I stop dreaming. That's when I'll stop loving you. That's how I do it.
So when I stop breathing, 1, 2, 3, 1. When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you.
All right. Let's hear her back. This is...
So when I stop breathing,
with the Louvin Brothers harmony.
1. When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you.
Now compare that to the tracking harmony.
I can hear and get it. So 1. When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you.
Again, going back to the brother harmony.
When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you.
So as I said, it creates a really nice tension and resolve, and it just makes it very, very interesting when you're just hearing duet. Now, I don't recommend doing that when you're doing three-part harmonies, because when you're doing unison notes, it doesn't sound right. But definitely with harmonies, you can even do like when I stop dreaming. You could do that so that you could hit that seventh. So there's lots and lots of different opportunities. I was just using an example of how the Louvin Brothers would play. Hope that makes sense. And happy singing and happy picking.